This is my top 5 list. 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 Hello, Internet. Eric Tice here. You're now watching Higgs Digs. You dig? Once a month, I'm going to be doing a top 5 list of my choosing. Top 5 albums in a specific genre, top 5 of a specific year, or top 5 of a particular artist. I know you're just dying to know.
What does it take for an album to be considered your top 5 albums?
Well, I will tell you, young grasshopper. I go based off of replayability, its influence on my life, my music, my writing, how it makes me feel, how has it stuck with me over the years, and does it freaking rule? Punk rock, or most any genre for that matter, can be a bit vague. What's punk rock to me may not be punk rock to you. I consider punk rock as not caring what your friends or the people around you think, or what the man says is normal music. Just doing whatever comes to you and inspires you. Bands that hold those characteristics in any given album while staying somewhat inside the guidelines of the punk rock style or sound seems to me a pretty good medium. Coming in at number 5. Wire's 1979 classic, Pink Flag. It's raw, it's dirty, and one could make the argument that it is post-punk, but whatever.
It's awesome.
A bunch of bratty English youngins just making a bunch of racket. The bass drum, guitar, attack is brilliant. Wire makes catchy, fun music with a lot of attitude and driving rhythms. It has a dirty sound, but it also has very clean, pristine production, which is a pretty great contrast. The album influenced numerous bands, from Minor Threat to R.E.M. This album is basically just killer. Number 4 is Bad Brains' self-titled album, Bad Brains. Man, this album is awesome. These African-American gentlemen are the most punk rock dudes on the planet. They play so fast, and they don't even miss a beat. It's a bit hardcore, a bit punk, a bit metal, and even a bit reggae. Sailin' On is still the most explosive opening track on anything ever. Well, I'm sailing on, well, I'm moving on, And the guitar solo, if you could even call that, just freaking rips. Songs like Band in DC, Attitude, Don't Need It, and the beautiful breather track Leaving Babylon. And I say, yeah. This is the jam right here, and MCA of the Beastie Boys says it's the best punk/hardcore album of all time. He was a man who was wise beyond his years. Number 3 is Minutemen's double album, Double Nickels on a Dime. This album and I have a lot in common. I'm a short man, these are short songs, and this year we both turned 30! These songs are not much longer than a minute long, and Mike Watt's bass playing is delicious. The musicianship is perfection, the lyrics are political and serious, but also hilarious and immature. It's a match made in heaven, and at a whopping 80 minutes, it holds my attention for the entire time. You may also be familiar with the song Corona, which is most recognized as the theme song for the show Jackass. This album still gives me joy even after hundreds and hundreds of listens. Number 2 is maybe the most controversial to the punk rock folk out there, but what can I say? I'm a wild and crazy guy. The Velvet Underground's noisy White Light, White Heat. Lou Reed and Company were mad that their brilliant debut album didn't sell squat. They often performed live, noisy, improvised sets that angered audiences who had no idea that that sound was closer to what was to come. The production is raw, the songs are distorted and rough, but White Light, White Heat is a challenging listen that actually becomes a lot of fun with time. I've come to approach it and love the songwriting buried underneath those walls of sound. And number 1, the greatest punk rock record of all time is The Stooges' Funhouse. Woo! My good gravy, it's the best. Iggy Pop is at his most manic best. The producer basically just ran the tape and he said, just let the band have at it. The results are a live ball of energy that kicks teeth in. I'm speechless. It's awesome. If you do not own this, do. It is the greatest piece of rock music I've ever heard. It's that good. Well, thanks for stopping by Higgs Digs. Hope you enjoyed my list. There are going to be more to come in the near future. You folks have yourself a pleasant day.